Christian and then you start listening to this music again, can we talk about how you listen to lyrics differently? Like, for example, that song, "In New York, concrete jungle, in the song, have y'all listened to the lyrics? It says, "Hail Mary to the city, you a virgin. Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends."
Hey fam, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there is having a good start to the week. Happy Monday, y'all. It's a nice, cloudy, breezy day today. Today, we're going to my lady's doctor, right? They're going to draw some blood. I don't know if we're going to find out the gender today, but that's what they're doing. They're going to check the genetics, make sure everything's good in the blood work. We'll find out the gender. I don't know when we're going to find it out, but that's what the appointment is today. Maybe, hopefully, get a little ultrasound. That'd be nice because I'm sure the baby is more developed. But anyways, y'all, we're back. We're back with another reaction. It's probably going to be a 35-40 minute video depending on how much I talk today. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling better than yesterday. I'm tracking my calories today. When you track your calories, you realize, damn, I've been overeating for a while. So it feels good to bring the calories back down because I've been doing keto, but I have really been up and down, dropping weight one day, gaining weight the next day. And I think I've been overeating. Every time I count my calories, I drop weight like that, and I never count my calories. But today we're counting calories. But hey, I didn't even talk your guys' ears off. Enough of the chit chat. Let's get into the reaction.
On the 9th of this month, I predicted that on the weekend of the 20th and the 21st, it's 21st today, that Joe Biden would officially resign from the nomination to be the Democrat nominee in 2024 for 2025. I specifically nailed it because I was gauging all the different factors that were involved. It would take 2 hours to go over. That's why we're tomorrow's news today. Now, you notice that Hillary and Obama for weeks have said, no, Biden's never going to leave. We love him. While their surrogates has now come out that worked for them and the deep state were trying to make Biden, who was refusing to resign. I made the prediction that he would still stay in as president so he can pardon his son and his brother and the rest of them for all their crimes, but that this weekend he would officially resign. He really secretly told them he would capitulate on the 17th. That's now come out. And I said on the 17th, I believe today's the day he did it. He said, I'm sick and I might step down if I'm sick. I said, that's it, he's gone. He sent that out as a text message on X to let the establishment know, see, I'm stepping down, it'll give me a few more days. So we nailed that. So when Hillary and Obama and the Democrats say Biden shouldn't resign, but all their surrogates say he should, that's because they don't want the political heat of doing it. They want him to have the pain. Now they're talking about Kamala, saying they all endorse her, but oh, terrible meetings with the donors, and she's doing a terrible job. So they're acting like their hands are clean while they have their hatchet men and women and surrogates take her out. So they will move to put Hillary Clinton in. We started seeing major PR push 3 days ago, once they knew Biden was going to step down, that she should be the person, that she has the answers, that she won the popular vote, that she's the one. Now, that doesn't mean they'll get her in there, but I'm telling you, it's not an opinion, it's a fact. Hundreds of articles, starting with The Hill, saying she should be the nominee. And it's not a real nominee, it's totally dictatorial. Hillary has huge power, and her people are all inside the government. Now, it may still be Kamala, it might be Gavin, might be Whitmer, might still be Kamala. But Hillary is the one they're going to try to insert.
She put over.
Now, I've been hearing Biden was going to drop out of the race for months. I heard that first on PBD podcast, right? They were talking about this 5-6 months ago, that they think he's going to drop out before or at the Democratic convention. And sure enough, y'all, they called it. That's where I saw it first a while ago.
1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations, and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way. Bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you are in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not. And worse yet, in the case of those who were on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that. And the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
Senator Harris.
Still plotting against you.
trying to take you out?
They got some big problems over there. First of all, Obama hates Biden, and Biden hates Obama. And when Obama walked Biden out a couple of weeks ago off the stage, he didn't have to do that. He could have let him wave to the people a little bit longer. I don't know if Joe knew who he was waving to, but he was waving. And all of a sudden, Obama comes along, grabs him. Come on, Joe. Like he was a child. It made him look so bad. And I know people with Biden. I know people with Obama. And they were not happy about that. It made him look really bad, like a child. Like a child. They don't like each other. And I think that it's pretty tough. This guy got, what, 14, 15 million votes, delegates. He had the votes. So he goes through a process. He gets them. And the whole thing has been a con. Look, when they kept him in the basement in the first, those people should be looked at because they lied to the American public.
The world is actually ruled by demons. In almost every major city, there are symbols for Lucifer. The headquarters of the United Nations is located at 666 United Nations Plaza, where there is plenty of demonic symbolism, such as this end-time East. In the Bible, it is said that 200 fallen angels descended on Mount Hermon, and that the UN coincidentally has a base there. The craziest thing is that there is a huge pyramid in a city called Astana, has been intentionally hidden from us, similar to the one on the money that controls our entire world. And in this pyramid, there are 200 perfectly aligned chairs. It's almost as if the 200 fallen angels have a secret base where they hatch their plans. In the same city, there's another torch representing Lucifer. This evil symbolism even extends to CERN, the state research facility where there is a statue of Shiva, the destroyer of worlds. It's all just a theory, but the evidence is very convincing.
Get into Project Paperclip and see why the United States brought all these Germans over here.
The reason that all your computer screens are blue lit, the reason none of them are red lit, the reason none of them pay attention to circadian biology is because that original technology was developed in a government program that Bobby Kennedy knows about and I happen to know about because I went to medical school at LSU. For those of you who've never heard about Operation Paperclip, you think it's all conspiracy theory. So at Tulane Neurology and Tulane Neurosurgery in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, the CIA started a program there where they would do all these crazy things to monkeys. The CIA wanted to see how they could control things utilizing different things like drugs and things like that. Where the neurosurgeons got involved, which is my clade, we would drill tops of the heads off, put wires into the thalamus, put electricity in there, and kind of see what kind of behavioral changes we could have. One of the guys that was in that program was a guy named Professor Delgado. When he saw that we could control the behavior with the wired device, he said, what if we do it wirelessly? So he checked it in monkeys and checked it in bulls, and it turned out you can do it wirelessly with RFID chips and semiconductors. Then the CIA took it to the next level. They said, well, since this is electromagnetic radiation, what if we did it through light through screens? And it turns out you can. And that's the reason why all your computer screens have the frequencies they have. So why is this all important? Well, the person that set this meeting up between me and Bobby is the patent attorney that made sure that Google and Meta have those things so they can control the things that we all do. Where did the original idea come from that started off in MK Ultra with the CIA? You're going to be surprised when you hear this. It came from the mafia in Las Vegas. They wanted to build a new city in a desert. They enclosed it all, blacked out the windows, invented slot machines that were blue lit, and they found out that they didn't have to take a gun, stick it in your face to steal your money. Then they even got smarter. They said, let's give people free alcohol while they're doing that. And they found out they got the money quicker. And that's when the CIA got the idea to start this program. That's really how it started.
Brilliant, right? We got into this guy. You guys know about this guy. Don't call me a novice. Don't call me government shill, right? But first-hand experience. Vegas. Laughlin, I should say. I wasn't drinking. I didn't want to gamble. The time I went when I was drinking, I was putting money in that machine like no tomorrow.
To see this. I had to see it, so you do too, and I would like to discuss it.
Some aliens are already here in the tunnels, and they've been eating our kids for like
The Rothschilds have been feeding them. They kidnap the kids and they feed it to them.
Do you think that they take like the fetuses from Planned Parenthood and like feed it to the aliens?
They love babies.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. It gets better.
Jesus Christ. But Captain Thor has that under control.
Commander Thor.
Commander. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's so much to tell you that it's just like, I can just show you something real quick.
And he's from beyond the ice wall.
Yes.
So where do we get this lie that the earth is round? Like, who even started that?
It's true that the 1900s, and it was the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. They lied to you about everything. Everything you've ever learned in school is all a big, fat, huge lie.
And where do you learn everything? Like, how'd you figure out all this information? Because I've never even heard about Commander Thor.
Well, because I've been on True Social. And I found out before I was on True Social because I just happened to find it on Telegram. And then I was on Parler.
Our public school system is dumbing people down. It started, I think, in the 1920s. All they want to do is make you a good worker. When the sun's out like it is today, what's the worst thing you can do to a 6-year-old boy? Sit him in a classroom. Make him look at stupid shit and regurgitate.
Yeah, and then say that he has ADD because he doesn't want to sit there for 8 hours.
Give him if you think, I'm about to get deep with you. What are 3 things that look common? Hospitals, jails, and schools. Same colors, same windows. Sit them down, Adderall. And then you could be in the middle of you don't learn this way. A great conversation, the bell rings, and I'm out. No, you don't learn that way. They're teaching you, get in line, listen to authority, get downgraded, good worker.
I think it's even deeper than that. I think the school system was designed from the very same people that owned all the factories.
Of course they were.
They literally put all the money into it and donated all this money for the schools and the universities to be this certain way.
They do not want you to learn anything.
Yeah.
Be a good worker. The SATs, are you kidding me? I mean, everything from the teachers' unions, they don't give a shit about students. They care about the teachers. That's why they wanted to stay closed during COVID.
Right, because they didn't have to do shit.
They don't give a shit.
Wow, listen to this. It's not adding up.
Director Cheadle, as you know, the shooter began shooting at 6:11 p.m. Eastern on July 13th. NBC reported that at 5:51 p.m., 20 minutes before the shooting began, the state police informed the Secret Service of their concern. Now, the rally was not paused at that point, correct?
No.
And according to NBC, just 2 minutes later, at 5:53 p.m., the Secret Service notified its snipers about the gunman. The rally wasn't paused at that point either, correct?
No.
First electronic music act is set to perform in the Sphere in Las Vegas, but I found something weird about this. Watch the trailer first and I'll show you.
It's AI trapped.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks insane, but the caption of this is "I see you with one eye," and then you go to his profile and his profile picture is him showing one eye, and this act is called Afterlife Presents the End of Genesis. This guy is known for his visuals, obviously his music as well, and whatever's about to go down in that sphere, he's gonna have a lot of power, and he's already showing a little bit of symbolism, so stay tuned to see what happens.
Wow.
The creator of the earthquake machine who went to Japan and he studied earthquakes because they said that earthquakes most commonly happen in Japan. They actually have the most earthquakes in the world in Japan. And this is where it gets fascinating. He was saying that when an earthquake happens, there's a shift or a wave in the earth. And then usually 2 days later, people begin to feel it. Instead of thinking about earthquakes as what we've been shown, where the earth actually cracks apart, think of them as waves going through the earth. And this guy, it was Professor John Mills, he created a machine so that he could show that earthquakes are actually traveling through the earth. They're not going around. You know, the whole round thing we've been taught? They're not going around. They're going through the earth. They would start at one point and travel through the earth and arrive in another area. And it would wave through the earth to the other side. And people usually feel it 2 days later, which is interesting. You're always like, oh, that earthquake, you feel it? You're feeling something that has happened 48 hours before.
Let me get this straight. You're saying that the major beverage companies, food companies, all of them, are bribing the scientists bribing the regulatory agencies to endorse their formulas, their ingredients for food, to say that they're good, say that they're okay. And in fact, those ingredients are meant to addict people to the foods that they're selling.
It's the express purpose. I was shocked as a junior employee to see a list of names of professors from Harvard, from Tufts Nutrition School, from Stanford. And as a junior employee working for the food companies as a consultant, I steered money to those schools. The food industry funds nutrition research in this country 11 times more than the NIH. You are loath to find a nutrition researcher who's not directly paid with a direct consulting agreements bribes, and their research is predominantly funded by the food industry. I can tell you from working for this industry that that's not out of a philanthropic goodwill for unbiased research. The food industry is spending hundreds of millions of dollars on nutrition research to enhance their bottom line. It's to normalize these addictive foods.
Okay, so you say added sugar for 2-year-olds. So these cereals that they might eat that have all the cartoons on the front of them and that sort of thing, you're talking about the same mantra for a drug dealer.
The girl. Now, I'm hooked, right? It's got me hook, line, and sinker, the food. Trying to break out of it. But it's amazing how I felt. Yesterday, I ate clean, right? When I eat bad for a few days in a row, like I did over the weekend, it takes me, like, the day I eat clean is usually a tough day, y'all. It's like my body's like going back and forth, up and down. It was a tough day yesterday, mentally, physically, just everything, right? Today, I'm finally starting to get the wheels turning. My mind's starting to feel good. I'm starting to want to do more, right? Starting to enjoy my cooking, tracking calories, just hitting little goals that I set throughout the day. That starts happening. And here comes the voice for the food, right? But you just got to be strong, y'all. That's it.
Is spitting facts.
When you're a Christian and then you start listening to this music again, can we talk about how you listen to lyrics differently? Like, for example, that song, In New York, Concrete Jungle, who's that on that song? Jay-Z? In the song? Have y'all listened to the lyrics? It says, Hail Mary to the city, you a virgin. Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends.
What the?
Did y'all know that song said that? Because I didn't. Me growing up, I was like, New York, y'all hear Jay-Z's line in it?
We are allowing that same spirit that created those lyrics to indoctrinate us. Pretty sus. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it.
You said it best, right? Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? 90% of the people don't even listen to the lyrics, y'all. They just hear the hook and sing the hook and the beat, and they don't even listen to what they're saying, right? My lady doesn't. She tells me all the time, like, damn, you listen to the lyrics on. I was like, do you hear that? No, I don't even listen. I just, background music, right? 90% of the people don't even listen to what people are saying on this music, right? Because there's good music out there. There's good hip hop out there, right? You just got to listen for it. But the stuff you hear, I'm not even going to say on the radio because the radio's dead, but the stuff you hear that's viral, TikToks and the rappers getting millions and billions of views, that stuff's all terrible because you can't get to that level putting out good stuff. The only way you get to that level of fame and so-called rich, right? Because they're not rich, right? Montana 300 says they'll make you famous while you make them rich, right? We'll make you famous, but you're gonna make us rich, the people behind the closed doors, right? But there's good music out there. There's good artists. You just got to look for them and you got to listen to what they're saying. If it ain't bringing you up in life, give it away. Look at Kamala. Check her out. That's our next president, y'all. With a dude with 2 girls.
Including in 2001, former talk show host Montel Williams. Back then, he was the famous one.
Looking like she's with her pimp.
Paparazzi. Now the whole world knows who she is.
Y'all, it's never been this bad. We're about to see things we have never seen. So the past 3 days I've been trying to warn y'all of what's going on. It's getting worse and worse every day. And mysteriously, it just does not get seen. But all my other bullcrap does. So if you end up seeing this on your For You page, let me know, and it's really important. let me go ahead and say it's all speculation. It's just my analyzation from the news. North Korea is going to be sending troops to Ukraine to fight alongside Russia. Do y'all know what that means? What's it called when multiple countries are fighting against multiple countries? You got it, source. And now the Pentagon is warning North Korea that their soldiers are going to be cannon fodder. Tell me why the US would be threatening North Korea. If they're not involved, that is. But there's so much more. Germany is now urging its citizens to leave Lebanon, urgently. Why? Because Israel's about to attack and invade Lebanon. Yes, biblical. And the Bible said Damascus will be a ruinous heap. Current day northern Lebanon. And the inside paper is saying spread of the Middle East could be potentially apocalyptic, says the US aid chief. Y'all, make sure this video gets seen. This is very important stuff. And we keep saying to prepare, and people ask, well, how do we prepare for this? First, get right with God. Second, get your household right. Third, have food and water. My opinion, things are about to get explosive, if you know what I mean.
What I can't... Something's coming, y'all. This is a big election right here. They don't want to lose their power. And I believe they will sacrifice us to keep their power, right? They'll do something. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if they're going to turn the lights out. I don't know, y'all, but I just know these politicians on both sides don't like to lose their power.
Seem to understand is why nobody's talking about the man, Michael Klein, who committed suicide jumping off an NYC hotel. The co-founder of Fandango, which is a streaming app, a movie app, which I'm pretty sure, he jumped off the building and committed suicide. Why? Not to mention, all of a sudden, Microsoft has an outage. Okay? Not to mention, last year, the co-founder of Cash App died.
Stabbed.
Someone at a bar, wherever. Some random stranger just took some out. Mysteriously, Kobe Bryant, father, passes away, but just was asking for money 4 months ago. This is just educational entertainment purposes. If y'all can't see something ain't right and something is wrong somewhere, y'all bugging. Because it don't make sense. And they never tell you who was the killer or ever found out who it was either.
I'm next to the side of Noah's Ark, and right here is a hole that doesn't look like much, but this is actually a hole that Ron Wyatt core drilled into. Because when he did this, he had seen scans because of an open cavity inside the Ark. And they brought back the scans, they sent them to America or the core, and when they did this, what they discovered is some animal hair and human-made fibers that were in there. Now this is, we're talking feet and feet within the side of this structure. That is remarkable. And I believe this is all being preserved. And here we are along the side of it, just standing here, and you can see the ribs all the way down the side of this Ark. And here we are. And here's what I want to say about this. God has preserved this and is revealing it again at this time because it's a prophetic sign to this culture.
I don't know if y'all heard about what's going on around the world, but if you haven't, this is what the company wants you to know.
It wasn't a cyber attack, it was related to this this content update.
It was a single content update that has managed to shut down air travel, credit card payment systems, banks, broadcasts, street lights, 911, emergency around the globe. Why is there not some kind of redundancy or some sort of backup? How is it that one single software bug can have such a profound and immediate impact?
We're deeply sorry for the impact that we've caused to customers, to travelers, to anyone affected by this. We know what the issue is. We're resolving and have resolved the issue now. It's recovering systems that are out there. And the statement I put out is the system sent an update, and that update had a software bug in it and caused an issue with the Microsoft operating system. And we identified this very quickly and remediated the issue. And as systems come back online, as they're rebooted, they're coming up and they're working. And now we are working with each and every customer to make sure that we can bring them back online. That was the extent of an issue, the issue in terms of a bug that was related to our update. It wasn't a cyber attack, it was related to this content update.
Okay, let's check this out, y'all. It's month of June, 3 weeks, July, sorry. 3 weeks into July. We've had an attempt on a president assassination. former president. We had we've had the biggest shutdown, cyber attack, whatever you want to call it, in the history of mankind. And our former president's throwing in the towel and saying, I ain't gonna run for president next year because he was forced to. That's July. What's August gonna bring, y'all? What's August gonna bring? We still got a week in July still, right? Make sure you guys subscribe. We'll be here for August, right? Look at these banks crashing in China.
So did y'all hear the story about what's going on in China? How China banks is just closing and shit.
This is like a movie, right? This 2020 to now, if you edit all the clips into 45 seconds at top speed, it's the end of the world movie, right? If you edit that into a movie, it's the end of the world movie. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy the times we're in, and we don't realize it. We don't even realize it. We don't even think twice. You would think everyone would be like, me included. This ain't just you guys. This is me included. I ain't even thinking twice, right? I'm thinking about what am I eat for dinner when all this is going on, when we should be stocking up cans of food, noodles, waters, getting a well put in the backyard. You know what I mean? Something. We should be thinking. Because the way things have been going, this is the end of the world type of movie, how the movies start. Right? This is what you see on Leave the World Behind. I've never seen it, but I've seen clips. And this stuff that's happening now since 2020, the purge, all that.
Like they filed for bankruptcy. Y'all, if this is happening in China, could we be next? Could the US be next? Like, bruh, you know this cannot be good. Y'all, people done talked about this a lot. They're trying to move to digital currency only. You know what they say. When people start losing money, big people, big names, they start getting desperate, or it can mean that war is looming around the corner. So y'all, we might be headed for war, bruh. I ain't even gonna cap. All this stuff happening in 2024 make you think, what is in store for 2025? Y'all need to share this. Make sure you share this post. Everyone needs to know what's going on, bruh. And stay updated, bruh. Follow me because I'm dropping content daily. And just, it's everything that's going on. News on anything you could think of. If y'all got something for me, drop it down in the DMs and shit, bruh. But yeah, repost this. I feel like if they go away with the dollar and then we go away with the dollar, I feel like that's just the beginning. It's going to happen globally.
If you think about it, we pretty much already damn near are cashless, right? I mean, how many of you guys in the video got cash on you? I'm talking real cash, right? Pretty much all on a debit card. All the banks got to do, lock their door, unplug their ATM outside, and we can't get money, right? We can go to the grocery store and get cash back, but there's a, what, $50, $100 limit? Right? Just think about it. We're pretty much already cashless.
Time you see Trump in the red tie, that's him. And he got any other color tie, that's his clone. Okay? When you get home tonight, look at your modern car keys. You have one? No, I didn't ask you. Do you have one?
Have a modern car key?
The car key, you open your car.
Yes, sir.
Will it open your door?
No, sir.
Huh? It will?
It has an electronic thing.
I didn't ask that. I said, will it open your car door?
Yes, sir. Yes,
See,
sir.
that's why you can't learn nothing. Somebody asks you something, and you go into some other. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying, you and I can leave here and walk
Put
to
your key in.
California and punch that key all the way there and it won't open up nobody's car but yours. And you think this punk is a chump? That's a toy. Did you hear me? It won't open up nobody's car door but yours. And that's what he lets you know about.
2020 rolls around.
Well, now do the newer cars even have a slot to put your key in? They don't, right? It's all keyless entry. My cars are 2008s. My girl's cars are 2008, so we can still use our key to open the door. But all these newer cars, once they pull the plug on everything, those doors ain't opening no more. Battery's dead, right? It runs on batteries to open that up, to open up your door.
Was the coronavirus task force at the White House?
Fauci.
Who was his boss?
Was it Pence?
It was Pence.
Yeah,
What?
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was running it.
Mike Pence ran the CCP-19
The
task
Hodge
force.
twins.
And guess who were Mike Pence's employees, if you will? Anthony
Back in the
Fauci
kitchen.
and Debbie Birx. Now you see why it played out the way it did. Mike Pence was a congressman for 12 years. 10 of those years, he was on the Judiciary Committee. He was one of the co-authors of the Patriot Act and the Homeland Security Act. You make your own.
Patriot Act was some bullshit just to take away our rights.
Yeah.
You remember Pence during that debate with Kamala?
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that fly landing on
I
him?
do.
That makes a lot of sense
It
now.
does. What attracts flies?
Shit.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the Hodge twins, man. I grew up on them Hodge twins. I ain't really fans of their videos now, but back in the day with their gym videos and eating videos and just their advice, man, they're funny dudes. But anyways, that's the reaction today, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys made it this far, be sure to leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe. We do daily uploads. Leave your boy a like. Hey, if you're doing all that, share the video, y'all. But hey, this is Segovia signing out of the man cave. I gotta go to a big doctor's appointment today, y'all. Big doctor's appointment. See how my baby's doing in there. We're gonna find out the gender. I don't know how long it takes. Let me know down below. All my people out there that had a kid that did the blood work to find out the gender, because that's what they do now. Let me know down below, how long do those results? Do they come in when we go for the second trimester to do the ultrasound? Is that when they tell us? Or can we go online and find out? Or do we know the next day after they get the results? Let me know down below so I can let my lady know, because she's wondering too. But this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the man cave. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Everyone have a good Monday. Get after it, y'all. Later.